Fox News. First Alert Weather Extra starts now.
Welcome into First Alert Weather Extra. Another gloomy day out there. I wore my sunshine tie. Hopefully that will help brighten the mood a little bit. It's been very overcast, gloomy. I've been calling it the Seattle sky, but we did actually have a little bit of sunshine out there today that popped up in areas off to the south. Let's get over to First Alert AccuTrack, show you where it's raining right now. And you look at most of the area, we're in pretty good shape here, but to the north, well, we are tracking some rain. You can see pushing through Blount County, wet weather moving west to east. And it wouldn't surprise me the way this looks on radar if we saw this develop into a small thunderstorm here as it lifts in over northeast Alabama. You can see in there some heavier rain, though, and this stretches pretty much from the Marion County corridor back through Winston, Coleman, and Blount counties. If you're watching me around Gadsden, this is moving your way. If you're watching us in Cherokee County, there's plenty more rain moving in your direction. But this is staying north of Birmingham at the moment. You can see it's mostly north of Anniston. Seeing just a couple of tiny showers there tracking to the east direction. But overnight tonight, this is going to be the main area, the main focus for the wet weather during the overnight hours will be these areas to the north. And actually tomorrow, all this starts to lift even further north, so we'll enjoy a nice break during the day. But here's the next 60 minutes. You can see there through Gadsden, Jacksonville into northern Calhoun County. And this again goes out the next hour. I still think past the next hour we'll be tracking some of this rain north. So if you're running some errands out and about this evening, check that First Alert weather app. Maybe some rain close to where you live tonight. And how about these temperatures? Very mild conditions out there. Is this warm weather here to stay? We're going to talk about the long range forecast. Meteorologist Tania Michelle's coming up with some parade forecast updates for us. And a dog jumps in the Hudson. What's that all about? We'll show you a fun story coming up, and we take you beyond the 7-day forecast as we continue on First Alert Weather Extra.
Adopt an angel and help a child in need.
We're making it easy this holiday season for you to give back through the WBRC Fox 6 News Gifts for Kids Salvation Army Angel Tree program.
There are many ways you can adopt an angel now through December 5th.
In person at the outlet shops at Grand River or the River Chase Galleria.
Online at BirminghamSalvationArmy.org.
At participating Chick-fil-A Stuff the Bus location.
Or the Walmart online registry.
For more information, visit WBRC.com and our WBRC News app.
Donate today.
The Birmingham Waterworks story is one we've been on for years and breaking some stories lately that are getting some results. Starting with the Waterworks Board deciding they may not raise your rates as much as they had first thought because of pushback from ratepayers based on our reporting. And then with the attention we brought to this, the Attorney General's office is stepping in, demanding hundreds of pages of documents before the utility does anything about raising your rates. We've been on your side on this story. We'll stay on your side. You stay with us on our WBRC News app.
Every storm has a story, where it came from, where it's going, and the lives impacted in between. Where our story begins is with your First Alert, warning you well ahead of time so the chapter in between isn't filled with surprises. The largest team on your side, dedicated to telling the story that starts and ends with you. This is why we First Alert.
Welcome back to First Alert Weather Extra. Meteorologist Lauren Linehan. It is the holiday season. I promise if you check the calendar, still December. It may not feel like it outside, but we bring in now meteorologist Tania Michelle. She's got an update on the forecast for all the fun parades we have around, and they are a good time, Tania. I hope we can get to one before the end of the holiday season.
Yeah, same. And like you were saying, Christmas is near and dear. I can feel it in the air. There's lots of lights outside. I've been seeing people with the lights on their house, and it just looks beautiful. It's making me feel the Christmas cheer. And so to help you feel the Christmas cheer even more, there's lots of events going on across Alabama, specifically Central Alabama. We're going to highlight some of those events right here so you can start making plans to get outdoors, take your kids to these parades, to these events. One of the parades has a whole bunch of activities going on. I mean, horse rides and all kind of fun stuff, food trucks. This sounds like a good time these next couple of days. Mistletoe on Main is the event that I was talking about. They're going to have lots of fun outdoor activities that you can bring your kids to. This is in Leeds, Alabama, and this is on Friday. This is from 4 to 10 p.m. So it said it was a free event when I looked online, but you can go online and search Mistletoe on Main to find out more details. But as far as what you can expect for the weather for that day, well, here, take a look. We're looking at temperatures in the low 70s to get you started for the event. And then as the night progresses, temps will move to the upper 60s into the low 60s for your Friday evening. There is a very, very slight chance for some showers, more likely at 4 than it will be later into the evening. So this event looks like a good time to get outdoors and to go enjoy it because the temperatures and the weather should play in your favor for that one. The next event is the Trussville Christmas Parade. All right, this one sounds lots of fun too. If you like to see all the fancy cars move by with the lights and the flickering and the cheering, if this sounds like your place to be, then you want to be here. This is Saturday at 3 p.m. and of course Trussville, and we are watching the temperatures looking good for this day as well, starting in the low 70s, moving to the upper 60s by 3 p.m. to get you started for the event. Just cloudy conditions, and then those cloudy conditions will stick around throughout the night and into your evening. But hey, the rain looks like it's going to hold off for you on that day. Now for the Vestavia Hills Holiday Parade, rain looks like it's going to be in this forecast. This is in Liberty Park, and this is on Sunday, and this is from 2 p.m. I'm not exactly sure when it ends, but it starts at 2. So if you're going to be outdoors for this day, you're going to want to pack that rain gear, the umbrella, the rain jacket, anything to help you stay dry for this event. Temperatures will be in your favor though, upper 60s for the 2 p.m. hour, and then as you head into the later afternoon hours, into the mid, possibly low 60s for the area, but mild conditions. You're just going to want to have that light rain jacket on hand and anything to help you stay dry. And I think that's it for our events. We have one more, the Sylacauga Christmas Parade. Now, this is actually tomorrow night, so we're going back a little bit, okay? This is at 6 p.m., and as you can see, it's looking fairly nice for your forecast. By 2 p.m., as you are getting ready to get out there, you might not be outside just yet. There could be a slight chance for some showers, more likely into the evening for your Thursday, but temperatures will be really warm. I mean, upper 70s at 2 p.m., dropping into the low 60s by 7 p.m. This event is in Sylacauga, and it starts at 6 p.m. I'm going to send it back to you, Lauren. I don't know what you have in mind, but I want to go to one of these.
We got to go to one, Tania, definitely. We already made our holiday Starbucks run the other night.
We sure did.
Now we got to get in a parade or festival.
Exactly.
So y'all will be seeing us at one of these here soon. Thank you so much, Tania.
You're welcome.
Now let's take a little bit of a detour here, all the way up to the Northeast. I know it's been ridiculously warm and humid here, so a canine up in New Jersey couldn't stand the warm air anymore and decided for whatever reason to break away from his owner during a walk and take a plunge, a polar plunge in the Hudson River. We have a report.
Talk about being adventurous. Bear is back home after pulling away from his owner on Saturday on 80th and West End and then running to 110th Street and jumping into the Hudson River for a mile swim to Jersey. His new owners thought he was gone for good.
Never expected to see him again, never expected to even be telling this story. My son is like, you know, next time make up a story that's a little bit more believable.
The Edgewater Police Department got a call about a barking dog just after midnight last night and began searching near the Independence Pier.
We had some low tide conditions, and two guys entered the water in ice rescue suits.
Rescuers had to make 2 passes with the boat before they were able to find Bear and bring him safely on board.
How long have you been on today?
Firefighter Quentin gave Bear some treats.
You gonna eat my whole bag of treats?
Bear is a breed that likes to swim. This 50-pound Leonberger, mixed with Burmese mountain dog, loves the outdoors and has lived outside Bozeman, Montana. Leonbergers are natural swimmers, and despite the chilly weather, he fared rather well.
He's doing great. You would never know that he had this adventure.
Ellen got Bear last Tuesday to be a service dog for her son Zach, who has special needs. Everyone is happy to be back together again.
He's given us a lifetime of happiness with this. Yep. I say the dog is a fighter and so is my son, so they're a great combination.
In Edgewater, New Jersey, Anthony Johnson, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Oh, it's taken all I can do not to just start crying when I look at Bear's face. How cute is he? And it sounds like he's doing good work as long as we can keep him out of the Hudson River. Coming up, we check back in with Chief Meteorologist Wes Wyatt for a look at this warm and unsettled pattern. No frozen rivers around here. And I'll take you beyond the 7-day to when maybe, just maybe, we could see some cold weather return. First Alert Weather Extra. We'll be right back.
If your shower or bath looks like this, it's time for an upgrade. Hey everybody, Joe here with BJ Worzen, owner of West Shore Home, to talk about how West Shore is evolving the customer experience to provide seamless remodeling projects to homeowners all across America. BJ.
Joe, we know a lot of people are looking to knock out some remodeling projects before the holidays get here, but the busyness of those holidays can really slow down those plans. So I want to let everybody know they can get those projects done right now and it won't be a big disruption to their life.
Well, BJ, how are you doing that?
So everything we do is designed to be fast, easy, and convenient for our customers. And it all starts with that initial call. Pick up the phone and call the number on the screen right now. It'll be answered by a live representative. They'll be able to answer all your questions about the shower bath project, but more importantly, find a time to have one of our design consultants come out to the home for that free in-home consultation. We even do evening and Saturday appointments to make it most convenient for the homeowner.
In that design consultation, that's where the homeowner chooses the styles and options to create a bath space that they're really going to love.
Right, we'll bring out one of these and let them design the bath of their dreams. They want to move forward. We have multiple financing options designed to fit any family's budget. And the best part is we have instant credit decisioning.
So no waiting, they'll know on the spot whether they're approved. Okay, how about financing offers? Do you got something special for us today?
We have something really special right now that we're doing just for the holiday season. It's going to be 18 months with no payments and no interest. That means you don't have to make a payment on this project until after next holiday season. And for a limited time, we're going to do free installation on all shower and bath projects.
Again, no worries about making a single payment until 18 months after the project is installed. That's incredible. BJ, thanks so much, folks. Shower and bath remodeling has never been easier. Call West Shore Home now and take advantage of this great offer. West Shore Home is extending this offer for 1 week only. Call in now to get 18 months of no payments and no interest financing. Plus, you heard BJ, for a limited time, West Shore Home is doing free installation on all shower and bath projects. This is an offer you do not want to miss. Call West Shore Home now.
Welcome back into First Alert Weather Extra as we check out the radar. Still watching that rain there in areas to the north. It's just been a steady flow of clouds and wet weather as we stream back to the west, kind of move the screen. You can see even back in Oklahoma, a lot of rain in here. It's a stalled out front and it's making very little progress to the south the way the upper air winds are oriented. And when we typically get into what we call more of a zonal flow, that is one of the features that's causing this system to stall out. Plus, we have a high pressure ridge south of us down in the Gulf of Mexico that's keeping us very warm as well. So what happens here is, well, first off, tonight we get in for a closer look. These areas to the north will continue to see the rain. Places like Cleveland and Nectar and over towards Garden City. Steady stream of showers north. This is all going to start sliding back north by tomorrow. So there's a good chance tomorrow I think we'll catch some breaks even for places here like Gadsden, Attala. There's Rainbow City. Let's zoom in, see some of that rain there tracking through. So tonight, especially north of Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, and Anniston, make sure you check the weather app before you head out just to see where that rain is with respect to where you are. I certainly wouldn't leave the house without the umbrella. That rain is going to be with us, and it wouldn't surprise me if we had a thunderstorm. I was watching Anniston. You can see those showers mostly to the north, but there are a couple sprinkles if you're heading out maybe out towards Mall tonight. Do a little shopping this evening. You can see there the rain still kind of hit or miss. All right, super 7-day forecast here. We call it super 7-day because we really take a deep dive here and go day by day. And first off, we have the first alert for warmer tomorrow. What are we talking? Could get close to 80 degrees for tomorrow for an afternoon high temperature. Very warm day on the way this weekend. Notice we got 40% chance of rain Friday, Saturday, 50% on Sunday. Let's get into more specifics on this, and let me show you what we're thinking. So first off, tomorrow, all that wet weather moves north. Well, it starts sliding south again on Friday. That's lunchtime on Friday. A pretty good chance here on Friday. Clouds, showers. We may need to bump up the rain chance with this front dropping south. Pretty much what we're seeing on radar right now to the north. Well, that's going to be moving further south again for Friday. So plan for the possibility of showers. I still think later in the day, and that's 5 p.m., there's a chance later in the day here that we could end up catching some breaks, especially around Winfield, some of these areas to the north. There's North Alabama. You can see even Huntsville and Florence. If you're traveling in that direction, have travel plans for this weekend, you'll be traveling away from the rain, it looks like, there on Friday. Areas further south, Selma, you get back in here towards Tallapoosa County, the chance that we could see a few showers. So there's Saturday, 8 o'clock in the morning. Again, you can see across the area here, mainly dry conditions, but watch Saturday afternoon. Here we go, more wet weather possible, so plan for the possibility of some rain returning Saturday night. This is into Sunday. There's 8 o'clock in the morning, and you can see some of that rain still with us. It looks like the first part of the day, Sunday, the next, that's going to be the best chance of rain for those Sunday plans. After that, we'll catch another break. And actually a little bit cooler Sunday night. I think temperatures could drop as low as 50 degrees into Monday morning. I mean, coming off a day like today with highs near 80 degrees, that is going to be a noticeable drop in temperature. So some chilly mornings on the way, especially early on Monday. The day still relatively mild, unseasonably warm. The normal highs around 59. And then here we go Tuesday and Wednesday, what we got to watch for next week. And this kind of setup that we have I was looking at the wind fields aloft, and we certainly have the upper level support across the region for severe weather. Big question, how does all this phase up? Do we have the instability? I know there is going to be a little bit of wind energy. We could see those conditions phase up to the west of us. That's why the Storm Prediction Center back in here across Mississippi and the parts of Arkansas, we're looking at a severe weather outlook. This area on Tuesday, there will be a chance for severe storms, isolated tornadoes, damaging winds based on what we see right now. As that moves to the east, well, we see all that instability drop to the south, and this kind of setup, need to watch it. This has the potential, if things do phase up properly, to bring a risk of severe weather. So that is a day we're watching next Wednesday. Just check in for updates as we fine-tune the forecast. Hopefully this will trend for the better. I'll tell you one thing, we're going to get some rain out of it. Good chance of rain for next Wednesday, and that's going to be the system that should bring behind it some cooler weather that we're going to be talking about. But you can see by Wednesday night and into Thursday, it wouldn't surprise me if we saw this slow down even more, perhaps on into Thursday and next week. So we're continuing to kind of fine-tune Wednesday, but we certainly don't want to lose sight of the next few days when we have some wet weather, and we're going to continue to pinpoint when to expect those showers. Meteorologist Lauren Linehan standing by. And Lauren, you were on the news earlier. We were talking about that risk of severe storms next week, and then it looks like December may finally return after that.
Yeah, I mean, it's taken long enough. It certainly doesn't feel like December outside right now, Wes. And still, at least from 6 to 10 days from now, generally, it still looks like temperatures are going to be running above average across the eastern half of the U.S. You see the western half of the U.S., if you're looking for some more winter-like temperatures, you're going to have to fly out to the west coast, because it's just not happening for us just yet here in the eastern seaboard. So let's zoom in here to Alabama. You can see above average temperatures still going to be likely over the next week or so. We're hoping that once we get past this storm system that may come by the middle of next week, we should be seeing a change. And here it is right now. So I just showed you the 6 to 10 day temperature outlook. 8 to 14 days from now, so over the next couple weeks, look what happens. A good portion of the U.S., much of the lower 38, going to be seeing the potential for below average temperatures. And yes, Alabama is included in that. So if you're hoping that it's actually going to feel like Christmas at Christmas, I think we can look a little bit more positively at that. In the meantime, though, as we look into early next week, as that storm system approaches, we're still going to be on the warm side. Likely temperatures still at least in the 60s, so warmer than average. But notice, once we get all that out of here, we do see a transition as we get into next weekend and the days leading up to Christmas. These are the high temperatures showing us much colder. So, for example, tomorrow we're forecasting a high of 78, but our American model is suggesting in the days leading up to Christmas, we may only see highs in the 40s. It's like, where's the middle ground? Please, can we just have like 50s maybe? So we'll maybe get that a little bit as we go into next weekend. Now, as far as the low temperatures, that's what always gets you this time of the year, right? So still looking like relatively mild mornings into the middle of next week. And then that potent storm system comes through. Behind it, you've got that much colder air that will come in. So I wouldn't be surprised if we end up having a first alert for freezing temperatures at some point later next week. So where does does this all fall in terms of rain potential? Well, as we look at 6 to 10 days from now, it still looks like overall a wetter pattern across a good portion of the U.S., and that does include the potential for above average rainfall across Alabama. So you may be thinking, hey, you said something about freezing temperatures. If there's more moisture, could that mean the S word? Well, highly doubt that. You know, we don't put a lot of stock into a forecast more than 7 days out, and especially not 2 weeks out, but we do notice the general patterns and what those trends will be. So of course, this time of the year, we certainly are going to be watching things. But as Wes had mentioned, first of all, if we look off in the immediate future, about a week from now, the potential for that system next Thursday. Wes was saying there's a chance it could linger, and some of our modeling is suggesting that as that system comes in Wednesday, could still be bringing us some rain, if not some storms as we get into Thursday. But you will notice here with the middle level flow in the atmosphere, we do see that trough that's going to be digging down behind that front at the surface. And so that colder air is going to be coming in. So potentially drying out, if not later in the day on Thursday, by the end of the week on Friday. So that colder, drier air descends in. Here we are next weekend, next Saturday, looking relatively dry, but we go into the week before Christmas, the Monday beforehand, potentially another storm system coming through, and that could bring a reinforcing shot of cold air behind that. Now remember, this forecast can and will change. This is almost 2 weeks out from now, so this data is, we have to watch for consistency here and how these patterns will evolve. But I will show you just a little preview. Here we are the Tuesday and Wednesday before Christmas, trying to spin up a low pressure system. And if it just so happened to be cold enough, if there was enough moisture, maybe parts of the south or the east coast would have to watch out for something in the way of a wintry mix. Now you see that blue in North Alabama. Do not, repeat, do not go out to the store right now and buy bread and milk. This is a good chance that this is going to change. That cold air may not even get far enough south, so we could just be dealing with some plain old rain, which is what it is 99% of the time here in Alabama. But we'll be keeping you updated. And before we wrap up tonight, I'll have a final look at that 7-day forecast coming up after the break. We'll be right back.
Adopt an angel and help a child in need.
We're making it easy this holiday season for you to give back through the WBRC Fox 6 News Gifts for Kids Salvation Army Angel Tree program.
There are many ways you can adopt an angel now through December 5th.
In person at the outlet shops at Grand River or the River Chase Galleria.
Online at birminghamsalvationarmy.org.
At participating Chick-fil-A Stuff the Bus location.
Or the Walmart online registry.
For more information, visit WBRC.com and our WBRC News app.
Donate today.
A first alert, we are tracking
In times like this,
we now have a tornado warning that's active.
Having a way to see and hear what's happening on your phone.
The most intense part of this storm right now is tracking towards Shelby County.
That means everything.
Okay, you need to get in your safe place now. Stay there. We will let you know when this warning expires. Stay with us.
Download the First Alert Weather app today. Stay alert. Stay with the First Alert Weather Team.
The Birmingham Waterworks story is one we've been on for years and breaking some stories lately that are getting some results. Starting with the Waterworks Board deciding they may not raise your rates as much as they had first thought because of pushback from ratepayers based on our reporting. And then with the attention we brought to this, the Attorney General's office is stepping in, demanding hundreds of pages of documents before the utility does anything about raising your rates. We've been on your side on this story. We'll stay on your side. You stay with us on our WBRC News app.
And let's take one last look at that 7-day forecast. Could finally have some changes in this very stubborn pattern as we go into next week. In the meantime, tomorrow, hey, first alert for a little bit of sunshine. Fortunately, that also means a first alert for it being even warmer than it was today. And that mugginess ain't going anywhere, so it's going to be a little balmy for tomorrow. But hey, if you like warm weather, you'll be more than happy going into your Thursday. Now Friday, we do have a first alert for a few more showers. We'll keep that rain chance into Saturday. Notice it does bump up rain coverage on Sunday. So if you're trying to figure out, should I get some yard work done on Saturday or Sunday, I would say Saturday is probably going to be the better day. So temperatures still in the 70s through Friday. Front will come through and drop temperatures down a bit into the 60s. Mornings will be a touch cooler in the 50s. But again, it's not a massive change. We'll likely keep 60s, if not upper 70s, going into the middle of next week. And that's when we are going to be tracking that storm system. Remember, the severe threat is not a slam dunk for us here in central Alabama. It looks more promising to the west of us. The question is if we could see that transpiring here in central Alabama on Wednesday. So lots of uncertainty. We don't have a lot of confidence in this forecast just yet, but we are giving you that first alert so you can prepare and plan ahead. It's like, okay, thinking next Wednesday, I got to keep an eye out, if anything, just for some lightning and rumbles of thunder. But we'll be keeping you posted, and check back in with Chief Meteorologist Wes White tonight on First at 9 for a full look at that forecast. And meteorologist Lauren Linehan catches back here tomorrow night at 6:30. And have a safe and happy Wednesday evening.